Welcome back. This is ENCA Lunchtime. Now, Angelo Agrizzi, former Bosasa Chief Operating Officer, returns for a 10th day of testimony at the state capture inquiry. In January, the self-confessed racist and self-styled corruption buster blew the lid on alleged corruption at the company formerly known as Bosasa. Agrizzi revisiting some of his previous testimony, giving feedback on certain questions posed by the chair. Reporter Aaron Bates is back in Parktown. Aaron, good afternoon to you. So, Agrizzi speculating on why, according to him, Gavin Watson protected the Cabinet Minister Nomvula Mokonyane. What's the claim?
So Agrizzi is claiming that the Watsons and Nomvula Mokonyane had a shared interest in a wind farm on a plot owned by the Watson family. And this was a sensitive piece of property. There were environmental concerns over some bird life and the prospect of a wind farm there. And the whole matter was under review. And of course, Nomvula Mokonyane was the Minister of Environmental Affairs, which had jurisdiction over that review process. And he says that's the link, he claims, between Gavin Watson and his loyalty on Agrizzi's testimony to Nomvula Mokonyane of the ANC.
Tell us about the grey bags.
Well, here things get interesting because Agrizzi has testified that only on 2 occasions did he personally see Nomvula Mokonyane receive these grey money bags we've heard about and seen, of course, before in some of the video footage tabled at the Commission. And during those 2 occasions, he claims he was in the room as a grey bag, which he understood to have 50,000 rand in cash, was then conveyed to Mokonyane. Also important to note, Jeremy, that just before the break today for lunch, we heard a staggering allegation from Agrizzi that he personally knows of checks for 10 to 12 million rand being paid to the ANC top sticks. And there, quizzically, we didn't have a lot of interrogation from the inquiry's legal team head, Advocate Paul Pretorius, senior counsel, or the inquiry's chair. But he did earlier detail some 30-something people he's aware of being on the Bosasa payroll for bribes. Let's have a look.
You were also asked, Mr. Agrizzi, approximately how many employees and officials, and that is government employees and officials, would have received regular bribes. And this would be an average over a period of time.
Yeah, and Chair, unfortunately, memory is what it is when you get to my age. I remember 38. I remember counting on a list 38. And how I remember it is because one of the pages that I use in one of my writing pads has got 38 lines, and it was a full page. And that's, I remember, 38.
Okay. Who decided who would receive cash?
Chair, it's very simple. Gavin Watson was the ultimate decision maker.
Now, Aaron, one of the questions that has constantly been asked throughout Agrizzi's testimony is the reported influence or political clout of the Watsons family. Some saying they are the most politically connected family in the country. Again, did Agrizzi throw any light on that?
He did. He really divulged his impression of the Watsons' political clout and how far it extended. Of course, we know about the allegations in relation to the sitting president's son, Andile Ramaphosa, the banker who runs a company called Blue Crane Capital. But today, Agrizzi testified on his perceived understanding that the Watson children were quite close to some of the Zuma children, for example, and that the effective tentacles of the Watson family extended into the likes of correctional services, International Prosecuting Authority, and into the very top echelons of the ANC. And as you've said there, he cited too this claim that the Watsons are and remain the most politically connected family in the country.
Aaron Bates, thank you. ANC